Coming up tonight, cyclospora confirmed. Cases of the parasitic infection are now popping up in Nebraska. What local health leaders are asking the public to do in response. Also tonight, what challenges the food fort is trying to solve with a new location in the Salt Creek neighborhood. And 10 broken windows, that's what police found at the Complete Children's Health here in Lincoln. How close they are to identifying potential suspects. But first, right now, a UNMC study is showing challenges that Nebraska families with special needs children are facing. Good evening, everyone, and thank you so much for joining us tonight. I'm Mackenzie Johnson. Rod has the night off. Food insecurity is a major problem with these families. According to a UNMC study, nearly half of parents of a child with special needs are worried about their family not having enough to eat, and 28% say their family ran out of food at some point within the last year. But that's not the only problem that UNMC is finding. 18% of parents with special needs children had to switch childcare 3 or more times in just 1 year. Only 5% of parents that have children without special needs are seeing that same number of childcare changes. And one of the most staggering stats, a third of parents responding to the survey say they had to quit their job because of needing to provide care to their special needs child. Also right now, Nebraska hospitals releasing their community impact report. The organization says collectively hospitals currently employ 56,000 people and have a more than $20 billion economic impact, making them one of the largest economic engines here in the state. Tonight only on 8, a local nonprofit is being proactive in the fight against hunger. 30 million children in the United States rely on free or reduced price breakfast and lunch during the school year, according to the USDA. When school ends, many lose that dependable source of food. According to the Nebraska DHHS, 175,000 Nebraska students are eligible for summer EBT benefits, reflecting the hunger in our own state. And now, one local organization is looking to ease that major issue by expanding its services. The Food Fort is bringing both free education and meals to the South Salt Creek neighborhood. They say this new spot will help fill a critical need for local kids. Channel 8's Emma Norwood spoke with the organization today about their mission. She has the story tonight. Emma?
Good evening, Mackenzie. Let's actually take a walk inside the Food Fort's bus. Now, just up those 2 steps and you're met with a welcoming family-style dinner area. This bus goes to a few neighborhoods around Lincoln where it's needed most, and now they're expanding their reach to a new location and revving up to serve the hundreds of kids without access to food options. The Food Fort is rolling into new territory. The nonprofit is adding the South Salt Creek neighborhood to its route, bringing free meals directly to families who need them most.
The reason that we look at various of these neighborhoods is they will either sit in, like I've mentioned, some sort of under-resourced area of town, or in the middle of a food desert.
South Salt Creek will be the nonprofit's 4th location, and every stop offers so much more than just a home-cooked meal. Volunteers also help the kids with homework during the school year, and they do crafts during the summer. They're giving kids the chance to connect, learn something new, and build their life skills.
We're also partnering with Link One this summer to help build some spending and saving habits with some of the kids and talk about the life skills of when you should save versus when you should spend, and what it's like to make a transaction with some fake money that we have, Food Fort bucks.
The organization says summer can be one of the hardest times for kids without access to a proper meal. So this will take one stress away from Lincoln families who are struggling to put food on the table. And with this new location, they're hoping more volunteers can help bridge the gap and give kids the tools to make healthier choices.
We have stories of kids that want an adult to come watch their basketball game or somebody to just go play basketball with. We bring some pickleball paddles and have different activities that they can enjoy. But yeah, it's just a fun, light environment to kind of show what a family dinner table can look like.
The Food Fort also partners with UNL and several local businesses to keep this treetop learning trailer running. Now, there's a link to the Food Fort's website, which has a schedule of when they're in each neighborhood in this article on KOKNTV.com. Reporting here in the studio, Emma Norwood, Channel 8 News.
All right, thank you, Emma. Let's get you a look at your first forecast now on this Monday evening. If we take a live look outside through our network of cameras, another hot day today. It is mid-July after all. Are we going to have any relief from this heat anytime soon? Let's check in with Chief Meteorologist Rusty Dawkins for the answers. Rusty?
The good news is the average high today, 90. I mean, it's about where we're supposed to be this time of year. So as long as we're right around 90 for a high, it's kind of normal. And we would like some cooler temperatures eventually, but that usually doesn't happen this time of year. So that's not likely over the next several days. A little haze in the air, but overall the dew point been behaving itself today, and I think that'll be the case for most of the week. Temperatures in the middle 80s right now. By 7 p.m. 86, 83 by 9 p.m. and 76 degrees by 11 o'clock. Barely a cloud in the sky. If there is, they're teeny tiny, because look at all of that sunshine. 27th and Yankee Hill Road, Honda of Lincoln Cam. A little bit of a breeze out of the southeast, around 10 to 12 miles per hour. 87 degrees the current temperature. Dew point only 64. So that means the heat index isn't anything we really have to be concerned about. Right now, though, temperatures in the middle and upper 80s, lower 90s. There are some warmer temperatures that out towards Chadron and Scotts Bluff, where the dew point is much drier, but it's 100 degrees in Chadron. And look at those dew points, 45 in Chadron and Scotts Bluff, but middle 60s in Lincoln. That'll do for this time of year. 88s all over the place. Grand Island, Columbus, Lincoln, Beatrice, all at 88 degrees. Temperature-wise, I think we'll fall through the 80s into the 70s and eventually into the upper 60s by tomorrow morning. We'll have the rest of the week forecast that does have some hot temperatures in it in just a few minutes.
All right, thank you, Rusty. Breaking now, Lincoln police are investigating a vandalism at Complete Children's Health. Police say the pediatric clinic on Salt Creek Road has a total of 10 broken windows, and the damage is estimated at $15,000. Police believe the suspects threw rocks at the windows this past Saturday night around 9 p.m. The health clinic posting on social media that their office is closed today and tomorrow, but they expect to reopen part of the building on Wednesday. Police are asking anyone with information about this vandalism to contact the police department or stay anonymous with Crime Stoppers. Also breaking now, Republican Brett Lindstrom is entering the race for Nebraska's governor this November. Lindstrom ran for Congress back in 2012 and served as a state senator representing Douglas County for 8 years. Now he'll be entering the race with current Governor Jim Pillen and Lynn Waltz as the three fight for the position of governor of Nebraska. We're reaching out to both Governor Pillen's campaign for comment and Lynn Waltz's. We'll let you know when they get back to us. Stay with us. We have more heading your way after the break, including spreading to Nebraska. CHI Health confirming cases of cyclospora right here in our state. What they're telling people about the severity of the infection. We'll be right back in just 60 seconds.
At Fallbrook Assisted Living and Memory Care here in Lincoln, we provide a lifestyle full of friendships, loving care, delicious meals, activities, and fun. It's in our DNA. Visit fallbrookassisted.com, an MJ Senior Living community.
The process of making chocolate, it's 1 degree Celsius makes a difference on whether it's going to turn out or not. We want to grow, we want to continue to get bigger, but we will not compromise or sacrifice quality.
Pete Ricketts cut our taxes
big time
and provided billions in property tax relief.
Pete deployed forces to the border and always backs the blue. He kept businesses open
and got kids back in school.
Now Pete's fighting just as hard in the Senate as he did as governor. And he's giving them hell for Nebraska.
Thanks, Pete.
Thanks, Pete.
Thanks, Pete. Thanks, Pete.
Thanks, Pete.
Our Senator, Pete Ricketts.
I'm Pete Ricketts, and I approve this message.
There's a very important meeting in Cass County that's happening tonight. Nebraska is among many other states that you can see on this map here highlighted in yellow that are mostly opposed to data centers that are being built, even though Governor Jim Pillen recently pushed legislation to allow for more data centers to be built in our state. Now, Tenaska and Google are signing option agreements for over 1,000 acres of land south of Murray and Beaver Lake, and they're trying to secure over 2,000 acres. That land would be used to build a massive data center and a natural gas power plant in Cass County. You can see that land outlined in yellow on your screen. Tonight, the Planning Commission will vote whether or not to approve, deny, table or amend their proposed data center regulations. The Cass County Planning Commission meeting is open to the public. It starts here in 50 minutes at 7 o'clock. We'll let you know what they decide to do as soon as we get word. Also happening tonight, the Beatrice Speedway is hosting the 3rd annual Joey Herget Memorial Race. Now, Joey was a highly respected member of the Gilead community and a passionate supporter of dirt track racing. The Beatrice Speedway says they're excited welcoming teams from across the region and nation to showcase their talent and what they say will be the biggest one-day motor contest event in Nebraska history. We have a crew that's down there at the racetrack right now. We'll have a full report for you tonight at 10. Right now, there are confirmed cases of cyclospora in Nebraska. It's the infection that's gone viral online and is spreading across the United States. It's most commonly known for causing severe diarrhea. CHI Health holding a Zoom conference with doctors today, not only to address the cases here in Nebraska, but also to clear up some misconceptions about the infection.
Unfortunately, you know, on TikTok and other areas, there's some ideas about, oh, this is a great way to lose weight or something along those lines. And I would really caution that, you know, this is an infection and, you know, we have to be very careful and take infection seriously.
They say the infection can last from a couple days to a couple weeks, but add it's not something that needs ER treatment unless the case is extremely severe.
Temperatures today about where they're supposed to be this time of year, but we are going to warm up as we head through the week. I'll show you how warm when we come back.
And coming up all new tonight at 10, no pause button. A proposed data center moratorium in Lincoln County fails again. Find out why county leaders are saying no. We'll be right back.
Nebraska's #1 purchase lender, Charter West Bank Mortgage Center, is proudly Nebraska-owned with 2 convenient Lincoln locations and here for your home loan every step of the way. Let's get you home. Start with Charter West.
The power of the Eagle.
Dear Soccer, with Toyota's all-star lineup, everyone's game. From goalies to forwards and all their fans. Jump in, kick back, and let's go. Toyota. Lease the 2026 Camry for just $299 a month or get APR financing as low as 3.99% on Camry. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
ABC's Lifetime Seamless Steel Roofs lock out the harshest weather and provide permanent maintenance-free protection for your home. Protecting your home starts at the top. Learn more at abcofnebraska.com.
For the moments you'll never forget, and the ones that change everything. Every piece has something to say. A.T. Thomas Jewelers, where you'll find a ring that speaks to you. 64th and O Lincoln.
The time to buy new furniture is now during Ernie's and Ceresco's mid-year sale and clearance. And we kid you not, this isn't just any sale and clearance. It's the best furniture and mattress values, period. We're making room for exciting new looks and styles. And to help get it done, Ernie's is making the savings as exciting as possible. And not just on a few things. Ernie's has twice the display and twice the selection, plus no interest for 18 months. Don't miss the mid-year sale and clearance. Going on now at Ernie's and Ceresco and Ernie's Mattress First, Lincoln.
When you pay more for healthcare, gas, and groceries, remember the corrupt politicians from both parties who profit from your pain. In less than 4 years in Washington, Pete Ricketts increased his own net worth by nearly 30% while raising costs for you. To fight corruption and lower costs, declare your independence. Dan Osborne, veteran, mechanic, lifelong independent for Senate. Working class majority PAC is responsible for the content of this advertising.
Get an 11% rebate on everything when you shop at Menards. Choose from our wide selection of colorful flowers, lush trees, shrubs, and everything in between. Plus, you can pick up tools and decor to keep your garden green and growing. Yardworks offers a variety of tools to keep your outdoor space beautiful, like this medium-duty garden hose. Its ergonomic design makes it easy to connect to any outdoor spigot. Get it today for a value of $14.99 after rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
We have new details tonight in the assault that led to a Grand Island man's death. We're reaching out to the Grand Island Police Department every day to check in and see if they've come to a decision on raising the charges against the two suspects from assault to murder. They tell us today they'll need to wait for an autopsy report on Matthew Bishop's body before they can officially decide on whether or not to upgrade the charges. In Nebraska, there is no statute of limitations for murder charges, meaning prosecutors can file them at any time after the crime is committed. The Grand Island Police Department says the autopsy report could take up to a week to be finalized. We'll keep you posted as soon as we learn about what they decide with the charges.
Now, your Storm Alert Team forecast with Chief Meteorologist Rusty Dawkins.
It is a bright, sunshiny kind of day. Now, if you can get out and about earlier, the cooler it's going to be. That's kind of the forecast for the next week. Things are going to warm up. But the good news is the dew points aren't going to be terribly high. We're looking at middle 60s basically the whole way through. That's okay, but we are going to get a little on the warm side. Mostly sunny skies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, about 10 clouds. That's it. 87 degrees in Lincoln right now and Columbus, 86 in Grand Island. Much drier, lower dew points, less humidity, so very close to 100 in the Panhandle and areas north and west. But around here, a little bit of dew point, just enough to keep us in the middle and upper 80s. And again, we should be around 90 this time of year, so overall, a pretty nice mid-July day, that's for sure. 88 in Wahoo, 87 in Lincoln, 86 in Beatrice, also 86 in York, 85 in Aurora. When you're in the 60s for dew points, it tends to be a tolerable day in the middle of July. 64 in Lincoln, 64 in Wahoo, 66 in York for dew points. So the heat index, while it is just a little bit higher, notice no 90s out there. So it could obviously be a lot worse than it is out there. Even a little bit of a breeze, 10, 12, 15 miles per hour, 7 or 8 miles per hour towards Nebraska City, Beatrice, and Hebron. I don't see those clouds I was counting earlier. They must be too small for the satellite to pick up. Just maybe a couple over here towards North Platte and McCook. Very quiet, and that is really your forecast. The reason behind it is the big blue H. Notice nothing around here, but I'm going to get out of the way and watch around it. A big circle of storms just kind of going around clockwise around this high pressure system. This is called, see it down here? And they don't last long, but it just goes all the way around. It's called the Ring of Fire, and it's when high pressure is basically sitting over the top of you and everything just swirls around and storms form on the edge of that high pressure. Now, eventually this will come over here, so we'll be on the edge, and that should give us a chance for showers and thunderstorms, but I don't think that's going to be this week or the weekend, maybe next week sometime. It's going to take a while. So a quiet forecast, 68 degrees, mostly clear skies, near normal. We should be right around this temperature, southeast wind at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Tonight, between 65 and 70 degrees. As long as we can drop into the 60s, it usually means we cool off a little bit, just enough to recover, give our air conditioners a break, because we get back to 90, plenty of sunshine, exactly where we're supposed to be this time of year, and that southeast wind at 5 to 10, maybe 15 miles per hour. So you're looking at the upper 80s to around 90, maybe some 92s, maybe just some upper 80s, light southeast wind at 5 to 15 miles per hour. A nice break. Again, the dew point's not terrible bad, lower 60s, middle 60s. So that means the heat index, while a little bit higher than the actual temperature, no triple digits. Now this may change as we get towards the end of the week. Actual temperatures will eventually get here. So it is going to get hot, but again, the dew points are not going to be way too high. So we will see triple digit heat indices, but not 110, 115. It should be closer to 100, 101, 102. So a lot of 90s. This may be problematic though. Middle and upper 70s for overnight lows. It means we can't cool off much at night, and then we warm right back up. So a lot of 70s for lows, a lot of 90s for highs as we head through the next 10 days.
Thank you, Rusty. New details now in a story you could find only on 8. The Claytonia fire right on Saturday was able to raise a little over $10,000. They're raising this money to help build a new Claytonia fire hall. They still need some more donations to get it all done, so they're asking for people who want to donate to mail in checks to the Security First Bank in Claytonia and make them out to the Village of Claytonia Fire Hall Donation Fund. Well, don't go anywhere. We've got the Sports Zone coming up after the break. Nebraska's Love Volleyball team is releasing their full roster for this upcoming season, and a content creator is accepting one-on-one challenges right here in Lincoln. That and more coming up next.
What happens when Will Ferrell, Brandy, Rita Ora, Anya Taylor-Joy, and Luke Wilson all come to GMA this week?
Can you repeat the question?
Good Morning America on ABC.
Do you need mulch, river rock, sand, or gravel? Try Yankee Hill Landscape. We offer daily deliveries right to your driveway. Have your own truck? Stop by our supply yard today. Yankee Hill Landscape, located at 118th and Yankee Hill Road.
This summer, the world's biggest rodeo rides into Lincoln. Witness 1,800 of the top high school athletes from across the U.S. and around the globe as they battle for glory in 13 action-packed rodeo events over 7 unforgettable days. Plus, explore 100,000 square feet of Western shopping, gear, and non-stop family fun at our giant rodeo and horse expo. Don't miss the Cinch National High School Finals Rodeo right here in Lincoln. Get your tickets today.
Comfort Made Mattress Factory's free for all sale just extended. Right now, receive a free foundation, free bed frame, free delivery, and free installation with qualified mattress purchase $895 or more. Stop by family-owned Comfort Made Mattress Factory today. Father Time is undefeated, but that doesn't mean we can't fight back. At K2 Holistic Health, we offer a variety of hormone and peptide treatments that are designed to give you the energy, vitality, and emotional well-being that you're missing. Don't just accept hormone imbalances and the decline in your quality of life. Get a solution that works, tailored to your unique needs with K2 Holistic Health.
Nebraska and Iowa make up a diverse region rich in tradition and pride, and Culligan has a long history of providing custom solutions to address the area's water worries, like PFAS, arsenic, nitrates, and bacteria. Culligan, water you love since 1936.
If you have a crack like this, well, you have a problem. Today I'm learning how a cracked wall might mean your foundation is sinking.
It always points towards the area where it's sinking. For example, this corner here, we're down almost a full inch of drop.
Right, so that's going down and that's causing the crack.
Correct. And then this door, they don't even use that door anymore. It cannot open.
Schedule a free inspection with Groundworks, the official foundation repair company of the Huskers.
Now, from the Channel 8 Sports Zone, powered by Green's Furnace and Plumbing, here's Channel 8 News Sports. The Channel 8 News Sports Zone.
Well, welcome into the Sports Zone. From big changes on the volleyball court to an influencer making a stop right here in Lincoln. Plus, All-Star Fever is here as baseball's best players take center stage for tonight's Home Run Derby. But we'll start out with some big news out of the Love Volleyball League, where Nebraska's team just unveiled their roster for the 2026-27 season. It features a mix of Olympians, national team standouts, and some familiar faces for Husker fans. Jordan Larson, Lexi Rodriguez, and Rebecca Alec headlining a team that brings talent from across the globe right here to Nebraska. And a content creator called Hezzy God will be coming to Lincoln and challenging any and all basketball players to come out and take him on 1v1. He'll be at the rail yard this Saturday from 5:30 to 8:30. He's doing this in collaboration with the Honesty Project of Lincoln, and it will be their last free event of the year. If you think you have what it takes to beat him in a match, he'll be waiting for you on Saturday night. Well, the MLB draft has come and gone with 2 Huskers hearing their names called, but now another Nebraska standout is getting his shot. Husker infielder Dylan Carey signing an undrafted free agent deal with the New York Mets. The Big Ten Defensive Player of the Year is the third member of Nebraska's 2026 squad to join a major league organization, following third-round draft picks Ty Horn and Carson Yassa. Carey finishing his Husker career as the program's all-time leader in doubles. Best of luck to him in the pros. And speaking of the MLB, the Stars are out in Philadelphia for the All-Star Home Run Derby. 8 of baseball's top power hitters will be swinging for the crown, including Phillies sluggers Kyle Schwarber and Bryce Harper, Yankees rising star Ben Rice, and another familiar face. From a storm chaser to now first baseman on the Kansas City Royals, Jack Caglione, a talented field of young stars will all be taking their shot at the title. And a Lincoln Southwest grad getting a big honor during a travel ball tournament this past week in Oklahoma, driving in 7 RBIs in just 1 game. That's why Ty Phillips is being named our Athlete of the Week. Sports anchor Jake Holman talking to Phillips. He has the details for us tonight.
The following segment is sponsored by Menards.
Ty Phillips, a Lincoln Southwest grad, is having what he calls a successful summer.
I feel like I've had probably my most successful summer. I think our team's played extremely well for some of the situations we've had.
Phillips, one of the players on Lincoln Southwest Legion team Pinnacle Bank, got a chance to compete in a travel tournament in Oklahoma this week, where on Wednesday he was awarded Player of the Game, going 2 for 5 with 7 RBIs, including a grand slam.
I got a lot of stuff to hit. I always have had like a super basic approach of just trying to find just a fastball early in the count, or just something that seems like it's just appealing.
Phillips is committed to Fort Scott Community College in southeast Kansas and says he's been playing more free this summer, which has put him in a great spot before he heads to college.
This summer's been a summer I've tried stuff. I've been trying to change some approach stuff. I've been trying to basically learn about myself. My best baseball I play is when I just am kind of okay, I've done the stuff I need to. I've trusted all the stuff I did throughout the off season, and I just know that I'm gonna be okay. I can, if I get out or if I have a bad game, there's gonna be another 1 and 2 days with how summer works. I'm gonna have time to.
And is excited for what lies ahead.
Everything I've heard is it's just a hard-working, blue-collar town. You're gonna go down there and it's gonna be something where you just get to work and you're gonna get to enjoy it.
Again, that was Jake Holman reporting for us. Good story there. Let's get our final check of the weather here at 6 o'clock. Rusty, kind of warm out there.
A little warm, yeah. Normal temperatures, 90 degrees. That's where we're supposed to be this time of year, and that's where we're really close to right now. 88 degrees for that heat index, so it is a little on the warmer side, but the actual temperature, well, that's a weird satellite radar. So we'll just go back to the heat index. Again, tonight I think we'll see those temperatures drop to the middle and upper 60s. High temperatures tomorrow, probably around 90 degrees once again. We may not have gotten there today. I'll have to check the records. Then it feels like tomorrow, just a couple of degrees warmer. I think we get into the lower 90s. Your 7-day forecast, a lot of 90s, that's for sure. We'll get into the middle and maybe the upper 90s to around triple digits. And then we cool off into the 80s next week. But it is going to be warm the next several days.
Most definitely. Thank you so much, Rusty, and thank you all for joining us. Have a great rest of your evening. We'll see you back here tonight at 10 o'clock.